Hi everyone, welcome to Rahul and Jayashree Association Company. So this is a law firm and we provide law entrance preparations also on every legal exams. And today our topic will be on affidavits. What is affidavits? Affidavits are a written statement that we are swearing in that is true to our knowledge, so that the information which are correct. So we have to present that document in front of some authority that we call them in the name of notary or an executive magistrate. Okay, so we are signing it, we are taking the responsibility of whatever we are saying that is correct. So the affidavit is a written declaration, it is a declaration. Okay, so declaration means what? We are declaring something to be true to our knowledge. Okay, so and who will declare that knowledge to be true? That is known as deponent. And the deponent is a person. Okay, who is a deponent? Deponent is a person, and that person is who is signing that affidavit is known as deponent. So his signature will be there. Who is declaring, his full name will be there. Full name means his first name and his title, his address where he is residing, that will be there, and his date of birth will be stated in an affidavit. Okay, and deponent will appear where? He will appear before a notary. Notary is a whom? Notary is a person to whom government has given permission, okay, to take oath. So that is known as notary or notarial officer, or we can call it as a oath commissioner also. So one affidavit is general affidavit, so that is done before a notary, and one affidavit is that on which we need the signature of an executive magistrate. Okay, so that is known as executive affidavit also be called, as because in executive affidavit what happens is that an executive magistrate signs it, and that are important affidavits. For example, name change. If you want to change a name, that cannot be done with a notary, that needs to be done from whom? From an executive magistrate. So that all things are there, and they are essential. Okay, they are essential, like individuals should state the give the information that is known as fact. Okay, so oral information should be also can be work, but it is preferable that the affidavit should be written, as because if it is written then it can be enforceable in a court of law. Okay, so oral also is there. In oral affidavit will also be there. Okay, apart from oral, affidavit is also known as second one is known as written affidavit, and the third one is known as certified affidavit. The oral affidavit is not preferred, as because how will you prove the oral affidavit? But also oral affidavit is done in front of both commissioner. But written affidavit is preferred more, as because it is written and the facts needs to be followed. And followed by written affidavit, there is a certified authority, means certified affidavit, on which we need a certified copy so that we can prove as evidence in a court of law. So there are three types of affidavit: oral affidavit, written affidavit, and certified affidavit. Okay, so these all things are there. So on content, what will you write? So content of affidavit is there. So on content, we should write the information, what information we are giving. Suppose we want to change our name, so our present name will give. What is our present name? We'll state that what is wrong, whether the first name is wrong or the title is wrong. So we'll state in that. After then we will say our parents' name, what is it? Okay, and on which certificate that we want to change that name. So these all things are known as content. Okay, for that content we have to say whatever we need, whatever relief we need in the document, and that is true as per our knowledge. So that all things we will say in the content. Okay, and after writing that content, there will be one verification. Verification means the person should verify it that the information is correct, as because the affidavit is used as an evidence to prove something in a court of law. So as per section 3 of the Indian Evidence Act, affidavit is considered as an evidence. Okay, so section 3 of Indian Evidence Act says that affidavit will be taken as evidence in a court of law, means it is a proof that the information is correct. So section 3 of Indian Evidence Act is saying that. Okay, so to use that affidavit as an evidence, so we need to take permission from the court. And in Khandesh SPG and WBG Mills Corporation Limited versus Rashtriya Girini Kamagra Sangh, in which court says that affidavits can be used as a proof. Okay, so this is a judgment in that court said it. Okay, so court is ordering to use the affidavit as an evidence to prove something. Okay, And what is false affidavit? False affidavit is that on which the person is knowing, still that he is knowing and he is signing. He is a signing authority, he is a deponent, but the information which is signed is incorrect. So that is known as false affidavit. Means false affidavit is a affidavit in which the information given is false, but it is stated true. So that is known as false affidavit. And if we file false affidavit, there is a punishment for that in the Indian. Okay, so basically is that in the Indian law there is a punishment for that. Okay, so there is a punishment associated with that also. Okay, so as per, and if we were not following court order, if we are not abiding by the court, then we will come under the Contempt of Court Act. So section 2C of 1971, that is known as Contempt of Court Act 1971, a person can be punished for contempt of court in terms of affidavit for 6 months. That is, for 6 months he can be punished under Contempt of Court Act 1971. Okay, and basically these all are things are there. So if you not abide by that, you will be punished under Contempt of Court Act. Okay, and the punishment will be of 6 months. And affidavit is also used for identification, for our identity. Means suppose for citizenship if we need affidavit, so that is known as affidavit for identity. Means we are proving identity. So in that also we need affidavit for our identification, for our citizenship, for our driving license, for our passport. So in these all things, affidavit is used as an identification, means identity of ours. So in that also affidavit can be used. Okay. So affidavit becomes an important thing. It is a sworn-in statement before a magistrate or a notary. Okay, so affidavit is used as an identity also, as an identity, as I already stated in that. Okay, so these all are things are there. So, and affidavits is an important document, that thing you can remember. So thank you for listening and watching. Okay, so we also provide judiciary coaching, UPSC preparation, SSC, legal, banking, every exams. Okay, so in the description link you will get our groups links. You can join them and share the channel so that we need your help, and like it and subscribe so that you receive the notification. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye bye.